Hey guys, so I'm about to get into how to teach you how to file the LLC officially so you can use it, open up a business checking account and start getting to investing and stuff like that. So I'm going to walk you through how you could file it with the state and make sure that you make your business official the right way. So let's get started. The first document that you need is the Articles of Organization. So this document is the only document that's going to be different from any other from any document depending on the state that you're in. So the EIN number and the operating agreement are going to look exactly the same no matter what state you're in. The articles is the only document that's going to look a little different because every state is different and you need to file it basically within your state. And PA's looks different than Texas, and Texas look different from California, and so on and so on. So, and also, this is the only document that's a little, the process is a little different, but it's really not that different either way. So it just gotta, it's really where you file it at, basically, because the EIN number, you file it on at the irs.gov. The operating agreement, you can make a format in rockalawyer.com. But the articles of organization, you have to file it in the Department of State of whatever state that you're in. So it can either be in Pennsylvania, it could be in California, it could be in Florida. So it just really depends on what state you're in that you have to file it within that state on their Department of State website. So I'm gonna go over how to file a Pennsylvania LLC. Um, yeah, so there's not really much of a difference between all, the other states. It's really more so the same questions that we're gonna go over right now. The only difference is sometimes some states require you to have a registered agent. PA does not require that. But if your state requires you to have a registered agent, it's simple. You could be your own registered agent if you live in that state. So if you live in California and want an LLC in California, then you can be your own registered agent. If you live in PA but want to LLC in California and they require a registered agent, now you could get a virtual address and then be your own registered agent, or you can hire a registered agent and pay for them. And you can find them online as well. I'm going to give you the website where you can find registered agents through like the website how to file an LLC.com. They have little ads and stuff on there that you can get a registered agent from if you want to. So, yeah, so let's get started on how to file the articles of organization and make your business legal with your states. And let's get started. So I'm going to share my screen, and it's literally going to be the same more so for any state that you're in. It's literally like the same questions. We just have to read them carefully and then, figure it out from there. But it's literally like more so the same stuff. So the first thing you want to do is go to the Department of State of the state that you're in. So this is the Department of State of Pennsylvania. So then you got to want to go to the business section of the Department of State of whatever state you're in. So we're in the business section right here. You want to do press on anything like online filing, a business name search. That's what I press. So I'm already logged in, I believe. Let me see. Let me see. It's looking like I'm already logged in because, all right. Yeah, so all you got to do once you get there, you got to log in or create an account, just like you create an account for Instagram, just like you create an account for Facebook. You just have to create an account. And once you create your account, you're ready to file. So you want to go down to domestic limited liability company, certificate of organization, domestic limited liability company. You want to make sure it's a certificate of organization, articles of organization, articles of incorporation, anything like that. I don't know why it's not working. It's not okay. It was just working 2 seconds ago. Let me make sure that. I think it's because like I stopped it and I just started it all over. But all right, let me load it again. But basically, you want to make sure it's the right document because you don't want to file like a different document and it's not the right document. So make sure it's a certificate of organization. Okay, guys, give me a second. I'm about to fix this. All right, so I fixed it, guys. I just had to clear my history. That's it. Sometimes, computers act dumb. All right, so After I press certificate of organization, or certificate, I think it's a certificate of organization, yeah. We got here, so it asked me, are you a veteran? Not a veteran, so I'm gonna just continue and just, you know, if you're a veteran, you could check yes. Now right here is where you're gonna put the business name. So let me put your business name. You could search if your business name is available. If your business name is available, then great, you know, continue on. If it's not, you're gonna have to change your business name. Make sure that you don't put anything about, you know, credit, real estate, or anything like that, because they're high risk businesses. So when I do it, I keep my LLC name general, and also you keep your LLC name general, and you also put you don't really want to put that you do certain like real estate, because they're high risk. If you want to get business credit, I mean, you could do it if you want to put a property under the name, but if you want to get business credit, then I'm more so put business consulting is like the best thing to put. So right here it says the name sought to be appearable at this time, so that's great. So we're going to continue now because it is available, so meaning that I can use that name. Now I can either put a regular office or commercial registered office. So I'm about to put an office. So I just put um oh, Philadelphia. Okay, so I put a virtual address here. You don't have to put a virtual address. You could put your address, your home address, and stuff like that to get started. If you don't have a virtual address at the moment, you can always change it to a virtual address. But if just to get started, if you want to make sure that you just haven't, like, you don't have to have a virtual address or a business physical address, you can put your own address. That's fine. We're gonna go next to, so basically we did the business name, then we put the business address. Basically now we're gonna figure out who is the owner of this business. You can either put an organization name or individual name. Organization name is basically when you have an LLC that you want to be like the mother LLC of your baby LLCs. So basically my LLC, Dreams into Reality, is the owner of my other LLC, Dreams into Reality Contracting. So you could, so right here, if I was doing Dreams into Reality Contracting, my owner would have been Dreams into Reality and stuff like that. Now, sometimes when people are starting off, usually they don't do uh, LLCs owning other LLCs. They usually just do their own name. So you could just switch it to individual name, and then you just fill out your information right here. And then we go to the next tab. So you'll just fill out your first name, middle name, last name, your address, and stuff like that. It could be the same address. It could be either the virtual address or your home address. That's just up to you. But then from there, that's basically what you do on this page. All right, so we are back. So yeah, basically this is, I filled this out, so I'm gonna add as an organizer. Hold on, I think I forgot to do this again. Yeah, all right, so that's my virtual address. So I put that. You want to add it. Well, not add organizer, add as an individual name. You did that, and then you go next. You save and continue, and then we go to the next step for form questions. So here's the part where people probably are like, oh my God, I don't know. Easy. All you got to do that the LLC should be effective upon filing in the Department of State. You can put that you want it for a specific date, but mainly I always put that it's going to be effective when the Department of State receives this application and they approve it, and then it'll become effective. So it's upon filing the Department of State. Same thing for any state. They ask you the same question. You just put that shall be effective upon filing the Department of State. The company is restricted professional company organized to render the following restricted professional services. When you're just starting and stuff like that, all this other stuff is too complicated. So I just put not applicable for this stuff for now. Later down the line, if you want to do other things, then you could change it. But really, this is not nothing. Shall have a purpose of creating general public benefit. No, and you just put no for both of these. So just put no. You want to have a simple LLC. You're just starting. You know, we just want the simplest LLC there is. This is really simple. So you just go next. And then it's loading. Now here, provide an individual name and mailing address responsible for initial tax purposes. So right here, you're just gonna put your name, your address, and then you're gonna describe what type of business you have. And all the time I put business consulting. Not all the time, just depending on the business, but for business credit and stuff like that, I put business consulting. And then you just fill out your address and your name. You don't have to put your tax ID. As you can see, it's not required. So you don't have to do it now because that's going to be the next step. We're going to do our EIN number next. But for right here, you don't have to do it. All right, so now here I put my name, my virtual address, and the type of business that I'm doing. I go next. It's literally this simple, guys. For any state, you could just go ahead and file it. You just got to make sure that you're on the right website, and you got to make sure that you're filing the right document, because not everybody really knows which document it is. Right here, you don't got to upload anything. Just continue. Right here. You sign, already signed for me. You review your filing, and you just make sure everything's correct. So, yep. See, the filer information now be me or whatever. But sometimes, well, right here it will be usually your name because you filed it yourself and stuff like that. Right here is my name because my business filed this or whatever. Because this account is basically under my business account. So basically, yep. Here's my business detail organizer. Blah blah. Not applicable. Not applicable. The effective upon Department of State. I'm responsible for tax purposes. Bang. You want to proceed to car? You pay the 125 fee in PA, and you're done. Your articles of organization, and this whatever email you put when you're like creating an account is the email that they're gonna send to you for basically they're gonna send your LLC back, because right here you're not gonna get your LLC automatically. You're gonna have to wait a couple, like 2 weeks or something like that, to get your LLC back in your email. They're either gonna send it to your email or to your mail. But if you put your email, that they should send it to your email, and then yeah, you're done filing your LLC. That's pretty much it for filing your articles of organization. And now we want to get to our EIN number because we want to make sure that our business has its own social security number, because that's how they get described and stuff like that. So like that's its own self. We have to make it its own entity, so it needs its social security number. So this is basically the same in any state. You're gonna get it from the same website. So that's the irs.gov. So we're gonna go on it. So irs.gov is the state where the website where you're gonna file your EIN in any state, literally any state. So file, business and self-employed, employer ID number, which is EIN number, apply for EIN online. Apply online now. Okay, begin application. Limited liability company, because that's what we're doing. Continue. How many members are the LLC? We're gonna say one member. Right here, see, you could do it in any state in the same website. So we're just gonna do PA for now, because that's what I know. I mean, not what I know. It's the same thing, but that's where I'm at. So I'm gonna just do PA. So, all right. So you could request the EIN for either to start a new business, change the type of organization for banking purposes, hired employees, or purchase active business. But right here, we're just starting a new business. So we're just gonna say we starting a new business, so we want an EIN number. Okay, now it's saying basically you have to put your basic information. It's that easy. So just put your basic information, first, middle, last name, social security number or ITIN number, and then you're just gonna put I'm one of the owner members of the managing member of this LLC. So you're the member, so you're creating this LLC. So you just want to put that you're the owner, the member, or the managing member of this LLC. So yep, so I'm about to just fill out this information, and then from there, we'll just see. All right, so I had to just put my information in there. I mean, you guys couldn't see my show, so I'm sorry, but but basically, yeah. So I did that, and then now I'm on the next part, which is addresses. So you want to put the street address here, your street address, your city, your state, zip code, phone number. Do you have an address different from the above where you want your mail to be sent? If you do, just put yes. If you don't, then just put no. So, yep, you're just gonna fill out this information right here and then click next. All right. So now after addresses, we are on details. Legal name of LLC. So the LLC name was LLC. Trade name, dues, and business acts. If you have a different name that you're thinking of, like, then you could do that. But usually you don't have to fill out this thing, so I don't fill it out. So I just put that. And then you want to put PA right here, Pennsylvania. The start date is gonna be literally today. What were we in October 2020. And we go continue after that, but I want to make sure that my stuff is not showing. So hold on one second. All right, so no, this is the next thing that's going to be. It's a couple questions that they're going to ask you depending on the type of business that you have. So you just read it and make sure to say that if this is the business you have. But usually when you're filing an LLC and you really just want it for business purposes, as far as just getting business credit and stuff like that, then all the answers to this right here is no. But if you do have like something a business that you're trying to set up and some of this stuff relates, then just put yes and then just answer the following questions after that. So it says, does your business own a highway motor vehicle with a taxable gross weight of 55,000 pounds or more? No. Now if you put yes, oh, it doesn't say anything. Well, I think the next page will say something like, so, but right here, we're going to put no, 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 no. So it doesn't involve gambling. Does your business need to file Form 720 quarterly? You don't want to file your taxes quarterly. You want to file your taxes yearly. So just put no, because then it's going to be a pain. So does your business sell, manufacture alcohol, tobacco, or firearms? No, unless you do, then yeah. And then more likely, then you need some more additional information that you're probably going to need, or any type of licenses and stuff like that. And that is totally separate, because that is totally separate from, forming a simple like official business that you use for business credit. Now this is just setting up a whole other type of business, and everybody's type of business is different. Like for example, alcohol, you more likely need a liquor license. Sometimes for selling of like clothes and stuff like that, you need a sales tax license. It's not hard to get that stuff. All you have to do is really just call the county or city that you're in. Like for example, I'm in Philly. I just call it Philadelphia city of Philadelphia, and just ask them all the type of licenses I need. How do I go through the process? And then you just like figure it out like that. Basically, you just call them and just ask them the questions, and then they'll tell you exactly what you need to do, and then you just do it. And then yeah, but this is basically, I'm just gonna say right here no, so we could just teach you how to do like a simple LLC. Now it says, who do you have or do you expect to have any employees who will receive Forms W-2 in the next 12 months? I'm gonna put no, but some people might have employees, and you could put yes, and then you'll just have to enter most likely some information upon that. But right now we're just starting off, so we're just gonna put no. All right. So now, this next thing is gonna see, what does your business or organization do? It's either you're gonna put construction, accommodations, finance, food services, blah blah blah. Once you press that, all you have to do is press on. You either press on whatever you press on. Right here, I'm gonna put other because we're doing business consulting, so we're gonna continue, and it's gonna say how, what, and we're just gonna put consulting, and then it's gonna say, please specify your primary business activity. Oh no, yes, please specify the type of consulting. We're gonna say business consulting or whatever. Sometimes when you press retail or something like that, it's gonna tell you how do you do it. You could just put like, online through people. This is not. It's not really gonna ask so many questions. It's just gonna, like, I did a retail one before. It's just gonna ask you like how you do it. You're just gonna say online, direct contact, and that's it. Real estate, yeah, I buy property, and that's it. It's just gonna ask you little, like, basically to describe it a little bit, just like how I did here. You just put something real simple and real direct, and then yeah, then once you do that, then you should be good. That's literally the hardest part, but it's really not even hard. Like, you just gotta describe it and be real direct with it and real general. um don't put too much details on exactly what you're doing in your business. Just put, I'm selling clothes online, or direct contact, or I'm buying real estate, putting this under my putting my LLC under my real estate name, and that's it. Or business consulting, that's it. Like, I'm not saying, like, yeah, I have a business consulting, but I'm not like, yeah, we're filing LLCs, we're teaching credit, we're doing this and that. No, we're just saying we're business consulting, and that's it. And just keep it simple, and yep, and then we continue. And basically, this is really, we're done here, because right, the next step is going to be the confirmation. So you're just going to go over everything and stuff like that. But give me a second, I'm gonna look how it looks. But we gonna see if y'all can see it, because if it has my social, then we might not. I might not share it. I'm sorry. All right, so it doesn't. So right here it's gonna say receive letter online or receive letter by mail. You're gonna put receive letter online and then continue, and then you're gonna download what comes up, and then you download it, and then the EIN number is gonna pop up, and that's your EIN number, and you're ready to go for that. I'm not gonna do it because I don't need another EIN right now or whatever. So I'm gonna just go back to the irs.gov. So, yep. So let me come back. All right. So yeah. So I'm not gonna go through with the EIN because I don't need another EIN right now. But basically, all you got to do is receive it online. You download the document, and it's gonna pop up your EIN. That's something that you're literally gonna get at the spot right there. So once you get it at the spot, then you're done with the EIN. And the next thing we're gonna go over is the operating agreement. And after that, you're gonna get that right there at the spot as well. And then when you get that at the spot, then you're done with that as well. So you get the EIN, the operating right on the spot, but you got to wait for the articles for like 2 weeks or something like that. Then when you get that back, then you could go ahead and go to the bank and open up a business checking account, and then build relationships so you can be good with that, and get also your credit right, so you could get the business credit that you need, so you can invest into yourself. So, all right, so we're about to do the operating agreement next. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. So basically, I get my operating agreement from rocketlawyer.com. So this is basically, they conform kind of any type of document that you need simply just by having this. So they usually offer sometimes like a free trial or free document and stuff, so you can always get your document here. But if you want to start a business for doing LLCs and stuff like that, then you want to get Rocket Lawyer subscription. So it's like $40 a month. But if you were getting LLCs constantly, then it's really nothing to pay $40 a month. So all right, so we want to make a document. And you're just gonna search your operating agreement, LLC operating agreement. So we want to do it for Pennsylvania, so we're gonna make the document. Start new. Okay, let's see. The LLC name was Patricia LLC. Continue. We are in Pennsylvania. Where's LLC being registered? Pennsylvania. Now we're gonna put the address of the LLC. What's going on? All right, so right here we put the virtual address, the effective date. We're just gonna put today. The purpose, business consulting. Enter the name of one of the members, my name. What type of contribution? I usually don't put any type of contribution. You don't need to, not for right now. Just keep it simple. I mean, if you want, you could put that you contributed some cash into your business or some assets into your business, but right, I mean, assets, yeah, like, or like other, like, materials and stuff into your business, but you don't have to, like, they don't really check for all that, so you don't really need to do all that extra stuff. So you go next. Now, what is the address of the LLC's registered office? Again, we're gonna do the same thing. So, okay, so we're gonna put the, virtual address. We go next. All right, it says, will the LLC operate indefinitely or will it end on a specific date? So read that carefully. What does that mean? That means that you want to say that your LLC is going to operate indefinitely, meaning that you're not going to stop your LLC. Like, you're not going to end it. It's not, your business not going to end. So keep that in mind, that you're not going to end your business. You're not going to stop your business. You're going to keep going no matter what happens. You're not going to quit. So we're going to say it's going to operate indefinitely with no expiration date. Continue. If you add new members in the future, how would voting between members be decided? So right here, I'm the only member here, but if you have an LLC and you're wanting to make it with a couple people and stuff like that, you want to make sure how things are going to be decided within the business. So you can either do it equally among each member, or you can do it voting power proportionally to each member's percentage of interest. So I usually do the percentage of interest because right here I own 100%, but sometimes certain people contribute more into the business. So some people might have, somebody might own 75% of the business while somebody else only owns 25% of the business. Now, the person that owns 75% of the business should have more say so than the person that owns 25%. So that is why voting power proportional to each member's percentage of interest in the LLC is what you want to put. I mean, if you want to do it any other way, because that's the agreement that you came up with your business partner or something like that, you can do that. But honestly, the best way to do it is by depending on how much percentage that this person has in that LLC. Okay, we're gonna go next. How often will the LLC distribute its profits to its member? You can put like monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, annually. That's really just up to you. Right now, I'm not gonna do that because that's just really up to you. Now, will the LLC be managed by the member or manager? So you want to put member managed because we are a simple LLC right now. You're either the only person, or if you do have an employee and stuff like that, it's the same thing. You are a member in the LLC and you are managing it as a member. You're the managed member is more so when you have like treasurers, presidents, and all that other stuff in your company, but we don't have all that right now. So we're just gonna do it real simple. So we want to do it as a member managed LLC. So next thing, will the LLC appoint officers such as president, secretary, treasurer? Right here, we just talked about that. So no, it does not. We don't have anything like that. Unless you guys do, then you put yes. But honestly, usually nobody really does when they first start. So I'm just gonna put no. When will the LLC fiscal year end? Fiscal year is just another little fancy term. So it's December. It ends, the year is gonna end in December. So is the LLC requesting corporate tax treatment from the IRS? No, we're not requesting corporate tax treatment. We want to be a regular LLC. We want to only, remember we was talking about the benefits, we only want to be taxed once. So we do not want you to treat me like a corporation. Not yet. We're not there yet. So treat me like an LLC. So no, we are not requesting corporate tax treatment. Next. All right, so bang, we are customizing your document. Done. That's simple. It's going to be a super long document that you're going to sign right here, date, print it out, take it to the bank. So that's how you do the operating agreement. That's the only one that kind of has a couple questions on there that you might not really recognize, but I kind of just went over it. So you can easily do that with any state that you're in because it's going to be kind of like the same questions. And if not, you could just like, either skip over it, but most likely it's the same questions. But if it's like very complicated or something like that comes up, you just skip it, just don't answer it. It's not gonna really make a difference because if it's super complicated like that, then it's most likely no, because you are a simple LLC right now and you're just starting off. So yeah, so that's the operating agreement, that's the EIN number, and that's the articles of organization. Those three documents are your documents that you need to go to a bank and open up a business checking account. Or sometimes when you apply for business credit, they might ask you for any of these documents. When you want to set up a virtual address, when you want to get vendor accounts, when you want to put stuff in your business name so you could write it off on your taxes, you want to have these documents because they're going to ask you for the documents. So you want to make sure that you have all three of these documents set up properly, just like I showed you. So you could do this for any state. Like I said, the articles of organization is the only one that is different depending on the state that you are in. The EIN number and the operating rating agreement is the same document. It's going to look exactly like the documents I just showed you. And it's just going to be basically it's going to be the same thing, and then just you're just going to put a different state. Like that's all you're going to do is just put a different state. But yeah, so that's simple, and that's pretty much it, and that's exactly how you file an LLC properly. And yeah, so I hope you guys learned something from this, and I hope that you guys can go ahead and file your own LLC and do it right, and follow the steps that I'm telling you to take. And also, you guys can also make a business out of this because people, like I have a business and I file people LLC. People don't want to go ahead and do it themselves. Sometimes they just rather pay somebody. So you can start a business while doing that as well. It's not hard. It's real simple. This video probably is a little longer, but literally once you get the hang of it, you could literally do this in 10 or 15 minutes like that. And then literally somebody just paid you $100 to $200 to do the LLC for them, and you just did it in 10 to 15 minutes. So keep that in mind. So this is valuable information, and also you can definitely use this to your advantage. So, yep, that's really pretty much it for the day. So I'm about to get my day started, but yeah, guys. So if that's pretty much how you do it. So the next the last thing I'm going to be talking about is business credit, and that's going to be on my last video. So just stay tuned.